Boys, it is me, it's Mr. 789 here on the 10th of January 2019, and we are figuring some stuff out right now. My internet is being like the worst thing ever. It's not connecting to EU, it's being a little bit of a goober face. So we're gonna go ahead and just, you guys are gonna help me we're figuring this out together, as a team. We're gonna do this as one, you guys. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that, play.africa.com. I wonder if it's broadcasting the Oceanic Aftermath one? No, Alpha X. Africa. Let's see. Never mind, I can't find it. Oh well, I'm sure the stream looks fantastic. Maybe, what are you doing? Can't connect to EU. Yeah, see? Everyone else is getting that problem. Absolutely don't mind moving to NA. Okay. So, Swagger is not being a stupid face. Trust me. Here, I'll turn on screen capture for just a sec. It's horrible. But look. Ready? Ready? Boom. Everyone else is getting this problem too. So we're gonna go ahead and move everything over to the NA base of operations because everyone knows, America is the best place to do stuff. Oh god. Sorry, everyone's ears. Swagger is sorry. Let me just quickly adjust a little bit of a couple, just a little bit of a... There we go. Upsie daisy. Alright, still getting used to this new overlay. Oh, that was in the perfect spot. Come on. Here we go. Mazel my Tov. Game capture. Lock, and lock. Well, I am happy as a camper. I'm even get to play on NA. How amazing is that? Gotta text Sushi here really quickly, ask him for the Africa link to our stuff. Link to Africa stream? Question mark. And we're just gonna chill in here for a sec. I guess we're gonna join the same channel that there was on the EU server, which was called Alpha XSE2. Ah, okay. Gonna go ahead and mute that site. Oh, it's already muted automatically. It knows. It knows. Little disconcerting, but it knows. Alright. It's gonna be a great series, you guys. I'm super excited. It's gonna be Denver versus Clem, if I'm not mistaken. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm mistaking a lot of the time, so, you know, we're gonna wait a little bit, just double check. And it is gonna be Clem versus Bly. Oh, it's close. I casted Denver versus Clem a couple of, maybe like a month and a half ago. There was a very great pro series. It was absolutely a blast. Definitely when we get to have these pro, semi-pro, we'll call them semi-pro to pro players up in this tournament, we definitely are in for a little bit of a treat. So thank you everyone for tuning on in. Thanks everyone for sticking with us as we work through some weird problems with, you know, the StarCraft 2 game client. Aye, bro. Aye. As it doesn't let us join the proper servers, so we're just gonna go ahead and quickly fix that ASA pronto. And get these games going for you great people. What was I doing? Ah, that's right, I was looking at the, the chat channel to connect to. Alpha Pro Series. Join... not AFLA. Alpha Pro Series? Maybe? Hey! Hey, Swagger's got the big brain. Alright. It does suck though, because Clem and Denver are not exactly NA based, so them having to play on the NA server is really going to suck major banana. So we basically have an all PvP group plus Kuna. An all PvP group. I basically have an all PvP group except and Tuna, says Jedrix. What do you mean? Because I don't understand what you're trying to say there. Anyways, let's make sure the stream hasn't gone to hell. We're just going to go ahead and give it a quick look-see. And yep, 28 people watching. Watching me desperately try and get these EU-based players on an NA server. Wow, that is very exciting. Okay. It's just hot water, honestly. I can't taste like hot chocolate because I made hot chocolate with it last, but... Alpha X Contenders Cup. Oh! Oh shit, was that today? Was that today? If that was today, I have some bad news. Let's see. December 15th? No, December 19th. January 5th? January 12th. Okay, no, we're good. No, wait. No, yeah, January 9th. Okay, my game's on February 2nd, so I don't even care. Okay. Join China Pro Series. Yep. Should be a blast. Kappa. Have to cast now. See ya. Smiley face. Alright, looks like we're almost ready to start. So that is going to be a great. If we can go ahead and get this rocking and rolling. Everyone seems to be set up properly. I can't even drink water without spilling it on myself. Okay, so this is Bly. There's Bly. Oh my god, I'm gonna look at his profile. Oh, do you think he'll mind? I hope he doesn't mind. Oh my god. Ah, that's right. This is his NA account. So, I promise Bly has a better track record than this. It's just that he doesn't play on NA. So we're just gonna wait. It's gonna chill. Sushi says join Pro Series. I did. I'm the best. Let's go to that Pro Series chat. Is Clem in here? Clem is not in here. Oh, but I heard a noise. Ah, that's okay. We're almost about to start anyways. Like maybe 1-2 more minutes as we just get all of our players transferred over to the proper. There's some stuff in my water. In fact, there's enough stuff in my water that I don't want to drink this water anymore. Okay. StarCraft, Swagger. StarCraft. Focus. We got a good game to cast. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna have a blast. You're the best. You're the man. You're the man with the plan. Who's not gonna drink from a mug that has like bits of hair in it. Oh my god. Calm. Anyways, while we're going and waiting, if I can implore my 30 viewers to do us a quick favor, on the top of the chat, you will see a Matcherino link. If you go ahead and let's like copy, paste that link right into your browser. I'm doing it right now. In fact, we're gonna turn on screen share just for a little bit. I know it sucks, but it's fine. So, right here at the top of the chat, we're gonna go ahead and copy that link. We're gonna paste it into a different. Wait, what? Wait, why did it take me to a Liquipedia link? Oh yeah, hang on. If that happens, you just copy it again. That link, you're gonna copy it again. Control C, move over here, Control V, there we go. Just me being an idiot. And you're gonna go ahead and see the crowdfunding prize pool for the Alpha X Pro Series. If you do love what we do here today, you can contribute for absolutely $0 and 0 cents, and you can still give us 50 cents, because that's how life works. If you use this code Alpha Pro Series 49, copy that, paste that. Boom, extra 50 cents. I'm gonna log in with Twitch. Just gonna do some quick OAuth stuff. Contribution, FX Pro Series, contribute. Already contributed. Alright, so look, now we're at $63.50. So bam, if you want to give a quick thanks to Bly, quick thanks to Clem, a big up-and-comer, then I'm sure they would definitely appreciate the extra money. So go ahead, go follow them at Drino, throw in that coupon code, do the stuff. Boom, $64. Wow, isn't that amazing? I guess you don't do it as a comment because I'm an idiot. But yeah, coupon code, we're at 64. I'm sure the players would appreciate that. So if you do have the time, please go ahead and do that for our players. I'm sure they will greatly appreciate it. And yeah, wow, 42 viewers already. Yeah, no pressure, Swagar. Yeah. He managed to log in on EU probably. Clem missing in action. Lost between EU and NA in the Atlantic. Oh boy. Alright, so for those of you guys who are just joining us here, we had to move from the EU server, where Clem and Bly are in their natural habitat, to the NA server, where, you know, they're kind of in like this strange new world. So, Clem kind of got lost missing in the whole transition. Drowned in the Atlantic Ocean, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. He's probably still alive. Or, equally likely, he's at the bottom of the ocean, wrecking noobs on Abyssal Reef. Because, guys, I miss Abyssal Reef in this new map pool. I really do. In other news, I've also got kicked out of GM for the 4th time in my career. So, you know, fingers crossed for number 5. Again, thank you for everyone for joining on in. 52 viewers. God dang it. I wish this could start a little bit sooner. I really do. But we're doing our best, you guys. Let's see. Let's go to the Pro Series chat, see what the plan is. EU works, come EU, same chan. Okay. Oh crap, everyone's in EU, and I'm an idiot here in NA. I mean, I've always been an idiot here in NA, but here we go. Apparently EU works now. Oh my god, EU works. Okay. Alright. Oh, we're here. We're ready. Okay, no. Okay, now players don't have to play with a million ping. And now we can finally creep on Bly's profile without him calling the cops. So great. Alpha X Sushi has come online. We're gonna go ahead and leave. Not leave. We're gonna leave the old chat and we're gonna join the new or actually Sushi's texting us. Great. Yeah, great, right? Let me join Alpha Pro. You know we want to do that. Let's go right into the game. Alright, thank you guys for being so patient. We're up to 52 total viewers. Whew! Big crowd. That's fine. And then these borders look a lot more natural to me now. Look at this. Now we can go ahead and creep on Bly's. I'm more interested in Clem's though. Clem's must be like amazing. He's Zerg. Wow, rank 10 GM. So very impressive from our friend Bly. Meanwhile, Clem, view profile. Clem is a Terran, right? Yeah. 27,748 games. My god, if that is not dedicated. Yeah, how old is Clem? Jesus, to play 27,000 games? At this point, I gotta start thinking, what percentage of Clem's life is 27,748 games? How old is Clem SC2? He is 13. He started playing when he was 10. And right now, he's 16 years old. So how many years is 27,000 games? We're just gonna do this quick maths here, guys. I promise I'm gonna get right to the game. It's loading anyways. Ah, crap, it's here. 27,740 games times 10 minutes a game divided by 60 minutes in an hour divided by 24 hours in a day. I'm pretty sure I messed up somewhere over there. We'll do this after this game. Right now, we got a series to cast. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. I'm a natural. Oh, I'm almost a natural. Here we go. Oh, almost. Here we go. Oh, but there? Oh, the dragon's on the map. Bad Dragon. Not to be confused with Bad Dragon, which is not an official sponsor of Alpha X Esports. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and stop talking before we talk a bullet right through my shoe. We're just gonna move this dragon a little more to the right, just so we're absolutely sure it's not touching that mini-map, and we're good to go. Alright guys, let's go and kick off this series, spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Blue Shift. Representing the blue Terran player from Xseed Gaming, it is Clem. I always get a little giddy when I ever get a cast these pro players live. It's like, oh my god, that's Clem! That's Clem! And this is spawning in the top right-hand position of Blue Shift, representing Blazer? Blazer Gaming, it is the red Zerg player, Bly. And my, oh my. Am I excited for Bly. He's doing something a little bit weird. I don't know if for you Zerg people out there, you probably know that this is a little bit jank. He's going for a pool and a gas before the hatch. Not quite certain what all that nonsense is about. I guess he's making 2 links, he's gonna send them out. Maybe he's concerned about proxies. And if that's the case, and yeah, this definitely looks like a proxy scouting links over here. Also trying to maybe get some damage on this CC once the Reaper moves across the map. That's also my guess. I don't know though. It seems a little odd to me, a little odd. That he would just make 2 lings and then send them in completely random directions. Ling number 1 is gonna go ahead and scout that. Ling number 2 says, I'm sure I'm glad I wasn't Ling number 1, and gets the heck out of dodge. Reaper gonna go ahead. Probably knows that lings come in 2s but never 1s. Always in pairs, never alone. So probably a little bit nervous about where that other ling may be. But probably not overly so. Looking back at the build order of Clem, it's gonna go for that reactor, swap it over onto that factory, so we're possibly gonna see some Hellion Reaper pressure early into the mid game. And instead of going for that for the starport, he goes for a quick 3rd CC, so a very greedy play coming up from Clem. I very rarely see this coming up from Terrans nowadays in TVZ. This is kind of weird, and thankfully Bly scouts everything right away perfectly, no problems at all. So little unfortunate for our buddy there, Clem. Gonna have to see how Bly reacts to this. Because given the opportunity, a Zerg will out-macro a Terran 100% of the time. If they have a race to get to 1 million workers, I can tell you who's gonna get first. And second, and third, all at once. So, Bly is probably gonna go for the greed route. I wouldn't see why he would try and break Clem here. Though it's definitely a very tempting option. You know, very big, wide exposed natural, no wall off just yet. So he could try that if he wanted to. Absolutely not necessary though. Maybe a small run by of 6 slings, who knows what he'll do. Oh, creep tumor, gonna get cancelled. Good cancel there from Bly. Don't want to be losing those tumors. Creep spread is so important. But we're now seeing a fusion core come out for Clem. Alright, Clem, we need to have a talk about you dying very quickly. So he's going for a quick fusion core, which says to me he wants to go for Liberator range. And while he's going for Liberator range, he's going to keep his natural base wide open and get a 3rd CC. Not exactly the safest build in the books, but I guess Clem wants to go and open this in a very unconventional way. And there's absolutely 0 things, count them, 0 things wrong with that. Then again, can you count 0 things? Huh. I don't know. Philosophy time for Swaghard, this is not. We're just gonna go ahead and keep on casting this game. Rupert comes in, scouts everything there is to scout. Probably actually gonna get himself a drone for his troubles. Nope, gonna get himself a drone morphing into a spore. Which I guess if you're a Reaper, you're at least kind of happy about. I mean, you see something like run for its life by turning into something else. How often does that happen, right? I mean, I'd be kind of impressed. I don't know. Right, why would I think it would be anything else other than a battlecruiser? Guys, we're gonna see a battlecruiser rush come out game number 1. Is Bly gonna be prepared for it? He sees a tech lab starport. That alone isn't the smoking gun. This would be absolutely this Yamato, this fusion core. These things are probably gonna bust down that wall. Just get the cancel, thankfully does Clem, but the Lings get a good trade there, canceling the CC, getting some marine, some damage on these aliens as well. 18 more Lings in production, and now Bly is at least getting some spore crawlers. He's actually going to get more than one, actually. More than one each base, so at the very least, we know that he's going to be prepared against battlecruisers, but maybe not enough so. I mean, spores are good, but are they I can kill a BC good? You'd be surprised, folks. You'd honestly be surprised. Anyways, more Ling's going to go ahead and just coagulate? Yeah, Ling's coagulating at the natural base of Clem. Ooh, that is a lot of range on that tank. Up. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Oh, wow. What a very unfortunate spot. Indeed. Oh my god, that was exact. Whoa. That was the exact spot that the spore was under, that Bly moved up from his natural and put it in. Bly is so good. Oh my god. Not only did he know it was a BC rush, he knew exactly where it would teleport, put a spore there, and defended against it. With all of his queens, too. You know what that means? That means Bly has died at least 74 times to a similar build like this in the past. Which you gotta feel for the guy, but hey, at least he's cracked the Da Vinci Code, you guys. He's got the spores, he's got the queens. BCs aren't really gonna do much of anything. And now this Ling Bang style should be enough to really pressure Clem on his side of the map. Meanwhile, Bly is gonna be able to defend at home just fine with his queens, with his spores. Queens and spores are honestly astonishingly amazing against anything early game. Even early to mid game, air units wise. So, no +1 armor done just yet for these things. In fact, wait. What? No, they do have +1 armor, so they shouldn't have gotten one shot by that tank, right? Am I crazy? Swagger is just a crazy old man, don't listen to him. Oh, did you hear that blink? Another blink, another BC. Where does it go this time? I could have sworn I heard it. You guys heard that, right? Units? Oh no, units, 1 BC. I guess. Alright, anyways, things are gonna go ahead and pounce on top of this army. The Siege Tank's gonna get taken on down. Yeah, but he does trade out all of his Lings, and not for a huge amount of value either there, you guys. Let's be frank there. That was, what, a Siege Tank, couple of Marines, maybe a Hellion. Then again, not too bad either, so I guess what I'm trying to say is I have nothing of value to offer this cast whatsoever. A scan goes into the main base, sees the additional hatchery from Bly, and a Spire coming down. Okay, I like that. I mean, if you have battlecruiser production, might as well make battlecruisers, I guess, right? Makes sense if you're Clem. Bly, though, however, is gonna make, like, what, 10? Actually, do I really like this corrupted choice? I don't know. Bly is definitely going worker for Clem, actually, right now. Their economies are very similar, so actually it's very noticeable disadvantage there for Bly. Bly's saving up a lot of minerals Now, you may be thinking that's just for the Spire, but you gotta understand, folks, Spires take gas too, so if you have 2,000 minerals and like 100 gas, you're not necessarily saving up all that much, are you? So, a little bit unfortunate there. Another BC actually coming down there. Is Bly just cracking under this BC pressure? I have no idea. This doesn't seem like he's doing very well against it. BC is gonna be able to maybe take on the streams. There's no Yamato cannon. And as I say that was a Yamato cannon, I'm pretty sure. Blad's gonna go ahead. His Spire's gonna finish up. He has a lot of minerals. He does not have the gas, unfortunately, so he's not gonna be able to do too much here. 4th base coming down for Bly. 4th base already established for Clem. And it's an orbital too with the stones on this guy. And he's also going for these cyclones with the advanced, what's it called? What's this upgrade called? The rapid fire missile launchers, the extra hurdy against armored stuff, lock-on ability, I don't know. But whatever it is, it's very painful, you guys. And if you're making corruptors against that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of these cyclones represents a dead corruptor. And if the BCs can stall the engagement out for long enough, I don't feel like Bly will be able to win it. Corruptors do pop on out now, and oh my god, Clem just too good. Gonna go ahead and blink out that BC last second. Is he gonna target that Overlord? Nah, he's gonna run this one away. Oh, blink isn't done yet! Oh, so it is gonna get taken on down. That's very unfortunate, but centrifugal hooks do finish. Small problem though, he is facing off against mech, so centrifugal hooks probably not gonna be the most amazing thing. Against siege tanks, then again, it's actually gonna be Cyclone Hellbat? No, Cyclone Tank. Cyclone Tank, very few Hellbats, so honestly, a lot of Banings could crash into this army and delete it off the map. I mean, Cyclones don't have a lot of health, guys. 120 is a pretty pitiful amount of health. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, this is a dead base, ain't it? Yes, it is. Base is gonna go ahead and get on wreck there. 16 Banings morphing on in. Another scan in the main base. Clem is just taking this game by the reins. Bly just floating an incredible amount of money. Can't seem to be spending it all. Yeah, 6 larvae right now, 7. I mean, I'm not saying that's good, I'm not saying that's bad, I'm just saying it is what it is. Bane's gonna crash in, delete these Hellbats. But at the end of the day, Clem lost a handful of minerals for a handful of gas, and right now, I don't think Bly's in a position to be trading out his gas. That being said, he does have a much nicer gas bank going on, actually. Clem just, again, macroing up super hard. Bly has to slow this game down exponentially. I feel if he tries to go for an engagement on Clem, it's going to be a mistake. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes ago, he had an opening with Lings and Banes. Right now, he's so established. He's got, he's got his tanks out. He's got a bunch of cyclones out. Now, Clem moving out, again, I also don't very much agree with, and I think this is a good decision from him. Just going to go ahead and clear up some creep and back on out. Scanning the bases, making sure he knows everything that the Zerg is doing, while he, on his own side of the map, is going to be able to do whatever he wants. And again, Terran mech, just like, well, I'm not going to say just like Protoss, because, Protoss have evolved a lot over the past, given a couple of months. But, if Terran can max out, and Zerg can max out, and Terran is maxed out on mech, Zerg is not going to be able to take a solid engagement. And Bly is only sitting at 154 supply right now, which is a very unfortunate amount of supply. Actually, even +1/+1 for the ground mech units have gotten finished. Now, Cyclone's going to do absolutely nothing against the Sling Bane army. So he's got that going for him at least. Doing a lot of damage, but unfortunately not being able to break through that meat of Cyclones. And again, this is a really bad choice of army composition for Clem. I think he was expecting Roach Ravager Hydra. So Blank might just be an undercover genius in this composition. But more likely than not, Lingbane was more of a temporary solution that was never meant to transfer him into the mid-game. He's going to go in and try and take good trades now. The Banings take great connects, and this army is pretty much getting cleaned up. So it just goes to show you guys how good compositions can counter each other, right? Link's going to jump on top of these things, and probably they can take them out before the Cyclone kills them. Thankfully, there's a Hellbat there. 24 drones did go down. He has a bunch of corruptors that are doing a metric butt-ton of nothing. I mean, maybe he's going to catch these BCs. They actually have all used a tactical jump, so Bly's actually going to catch all these BCs. So Clem actually trading out his entire army for Bly's here. Which, generally, Zerg is a good thing. But that's when they can remax out and go in for round number 2 pretty much immediately. Doesn't seem to be the case this game, as Bly's at 77 supply with no bank to speak of on Lingbane. Now, he does end up killing the BC. I would love to see him caustic P all over these. Yeah, that's what I like to see. So this base is absolutely going to go down. Nothing's going to save that. Opposite side of the map, good fungal going to hold these helibats in place so they can kill his lings better. It's not looking too good for Bly, I'm going to be honest. I have seen better games. I've seen games where Zergs have had better chances. He has a lot of gas size. We're going to make a lot of infestors. Maybe Neural Parasite, the whole army, burrow, something? I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here, folks. I'm really trying to find something that Clem, or rather that Bly can do against Clem. But Clem is just so big, so powerful, so strong. So strong. Strong with a K, guys. He is, boom, he's up there. Infested Terrans, I would have to say they would do something. They're not going to do anything. Are they going to kill a Hellbat? They are going to kill a Hellbat. Maybe even two. Maybe even two. Doesn't look to be the case, though. There's just too much here for Clem, and I think Bly may be tapping out here any second now. 3 Brood Lords is not a defense make, unfortunately. Oh well, it's been a very great game number 1 so far. Honestly, a very nice way to start this series. BC Rush into mech? Yes, please. Nice big breath of fresh air from all the bioplay I've been seeing recently. Don't get me wrong, guys. I am a big fan of Terran Mech. I am a big fan of Terran Bio. But after seeing Lingbane Hydra versus Marine Take around 1,000,000 times, it's a nice change of pace, I would say. So Bly is going to go ahead and have the advantage to pick map number 2. Bly picks Parasite, so kind of interesting. Parasite you would think is a very nice mech map. I mean, couple of siege tanks on your ramps and never get broken, right? I guess Clem just, I guess Bly is just thinking to himself, Clem caught me off guard, I'm gonna go on a map I'm comfortable with. We'll see, because Parasite is a very good one. If I had 3 thumbs, you guys, I'd be like, thumbs up. Parasite's an amazing Zerg map. You have a great ability to defend all your bases. You can get creep in between all your bases nice and quickly. Your opponent has to move through chokes if they want to try to engage you. You can set up a lot of flanking angles. The bases are really close. I mean, overall, it's a very comfortable map for Zerg, so I can only see why Bly would want to pick this one. Let's go ahead and quickly check on the stream and make sure that we're not exploding. Sunnily is here in chat. Hello, Sunnily. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. If you guys don't know Sunnily, what are you doing with your life? Sunnily is a graphic designer, or one of the graphic designers anyways, for Alpha X, and we are so happy she is here. So thank you for joining on in the chat. 86 viewers. Ooh. Hi, Mom. I knew all those bots would pay off eventually. Alright. Gonna say this one more time here since we do have some downtime. Waiting for the party. Is it me? Swagger not AFK? No. No, I accepted. Promise. Who's not accepting? Clem, Miguel, Romsley, me. Clem, Miguel, Romsley, me. Bly's not accepting. It's Bly! Ah, that goober. So yeah, anyways, if you guys are watching, you guys can do something really quickly to help out Bly, help out Clem here. If you really want to go and help him out, you can see at the top of chat, we're going to turn on screen share for like 1 second here. There we go. You see how there's like this link over here? This link over here, you can go ahead and you're going to copy that link. It's going to take you to a Matcherino page. Just like this. You're going to log into your Matcherino. And you're going to go ahead and copy this code right here. This Alpha Pro Series 49. Put in this common code. You don't even have to pay anything. You can contribute. I've already used it, and you can get the price pool up just a little bit further. So, if you do appreciate Bly, if you do appreciate Clem, you want to show them your support, but you don't want to spend any money, just a couple of clicks of your mouse, this is a great way to do so. That being said, we are ready for game number 2, so we're going to go ahead and switch to the in-game overlay. And get ready to rock and roll. I'm so excited, guys. You excited? I'm excited. Let's get some hype in chat. 1-0 for Clem. Are we going to see another BC rush? You guys tell me. I'm 95% certain Clem's going to pull that nonsense out again. It's not even nonsense. I've been seeing that a decent amount, actually. On Nate's stream, I've been seeing that a decent amount. Who else's stream? Nate's been doing it a lot. And I know that people start like talking about it in us at StarCraft sometimes. So it's definitely... It's not just like a really crazy, you know, house build. You know, people are actually trying this out, and it actually is working pretty well. And people are having to figure out how to counter it. It's like, I'll tell you what it's like. One sec, let me quickly introduce our players here. Spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Parasite. Representing Blazer Esports, Blazer Gaming, whatever that may be. It is a Red Zerg player. It is Bly. And look at that Zerg logo. That's sexy, sexy. It's like a Hydralisk on fire. Eeh. Gives me creeps just looking at it. You know what else gives me creeps just by looking at it? Alright, I'll go to the opposite side of the map. Where his opponent, spawning in the top left-hand position of Parasite, representing Exceed Esports, resides. It is a blue Terran player taking game number 1, Clem. And might I add, in a very convincing fashion, the first BC didn't even do that much damage, but Clem was just so good. So good at controlling Bly. I mean, is Clem better than Bly? I'm not gonna say 1 best of 9. Okay, generally I would say 1 best of 3 or 1 best of 5 isn't really enough to tell. But guys, the best of 9 format is a very, very unique format. It's a very unique format. You have a potential of 9 games between 2 players. And during this time, 2 players, I've been saying this a lot, 2 players can really see, really feel each other out, and start to play mind games around each other's builds and stuff. Like, I would say that the best of 9 format is the best way for 2 players to really get to know each other, you know? Like, really fingers in between fingers, palm on palm action. Definitely about like the 4th or 5th game, you start to see the mind games come into play. I've been casting best of 9s for a very long time, and it's always interesting to me to see how players adapt over the course of a season, because they always do. They pick up on the little ticks of the other player. They play a little bit differently. They play a little more scared. They play a little more aggressive. So I'm very excited to see what this brings. Again, Clem gonna go ahead and keep this Reaper at home a little bit longer than he might have otherwise. Eventually does send him across the map, unfortunately. Dun dun dun. Don't follow the rocks. You can't follow debris. These things are taking the sneaky sneakers way, or as I call it, the PVZ killer's way, around to the natural base of Clem. So he's gonna go ahead and get these things in. They're gonna maybe pick off a Ling, or an SCV rather. Get a good scout on off, but Bly, again, already sees everything. Bly's Overlords have been on punto this game. Please tell me punto means point. If not, there's a Spanish stream that you guys can watch where you don't have to see me struggling at making Spanish sentences. Creep Tumor is gonna... Bly wasn't paying attention! Oh no. I think he was focusing on this Overlord. That is very important. First Creep Tumor is the most important Creep Tumor of the game, undoubtedly. Queen is gonna go ahead and... Yeah, do horrible stuff to that Creep Tumor to go ahead and get it on the creep. Reaper comes into the main, she's a full scouter for the main base, and scouts up the 3rd. Now honestly, the Reaper, at this point, just wanted to make sure that there isn't a Roach Warren down at this point, that there is a 2nd base going, or rather a 3rd base going down, and his job is done, he can die a happy life. Now, is he gonna die a happy life? I don't know. I'm not this Reaper, I don't know if I'm gonna die, I don't know if I'm happy. Are you happy, Mr. Reaper Man? He always says everyone fears the Reaper Man, but no one asks, how feels the Reaper Man? You guys get what I'm saying? Who feels the Reaper Man? Exactly. Anyways, he's gonna go in and come in with this group of Hellions for emotional support, poke away at this Queen, just keep the creep under control. Problem is, there's 2 avenues to keep creep away. There's 2 very distinct avenues to keep creep control from already. And actually, not good stuff happening for Bly here. It's actually gonna turn out to be a hellbad timing with a couple of Marines and a Reaper, and this is gonna do potentially a humongous amount of damage. Drones are gonna go ahead and run for their fickle wickle lives. The Queens are gonna go and try and focus down this medevac now. A little bit unfortunate part about this game so far is that Bly did not spread creep on this ramp to this low base expansion, and thus his Queens could not get down here in time. Now the micro was good from Clem. He has to let these units heal up though, which he definitely can do. Again, if there's creep over here, the Queens could chase. He wouldn't let these Hellbats get any healing done. It would have been a lot better, but it's not the case. And actually, Clem gonna go and pick it up, drop those Hellions into the main base location. Is there anything to defend? There's 2 Lings. That doesn't count as a defense. Let's see how many drones go down. 3 more drones going down. Now 4. Can we see 6? We can see 6. Queens actually are gonna be able to pick off this medevac. Maybe. Yeah, that's going down. That's going downtown. Down. Now, it's not going to be mech from Clem, although I would say that if I were to see these 3 Hellions additionally, especially with this additional Hellion production, I would definitely suspect that it is mech play, because mech players generally tend to continue that Hellion production into that mid-game. So I can see why Bly might think this, especially with this Liberator here. Look at the speed on this young kid. 1, 2, okay. Alright, that was close. That was very close. I almost thought that he would have gotten all those drones. I would have been a very happy camper. A small counterattack from Bly is going to do some good damage here. It is Stim being researched, but Clem is still making these Hellions. It's a very peculiar choice. I'm not a Terran player. I can't say if I like this or not, but I do have to say, if he's researching Stim, for a guy who's making Stim, he's making an awful lot of Hellbats. I think what he's trying to do is mind games Bly into thinking that he's facing off against Mech, which can be very good if you go for Roach Hydra against a big Bio Ball. Chances are you're gonna have a very bad time. Now, thankfully, this overlord in the back here was able to scout out that this barracks was researching something on that tech lab, so probably is going to be going for that bio play. Still going to get that Roach Warren, though. But it ain't for Mech, no siree, it's for a Nidus network, oh boy. So guys, recent changes to the Nidus network are the following. You can now attack the Nidus network, but it has I think 4 armor? It has 4 armor now. Also, what was it? The Nidus forums themselves cost cheaper. They cost like, what, 50/50 now? So they're incredibly cheap to go ahead and pump on out. So that's not going to be affecting this all in too much. So you may be getting additional Roach, but it's like whatever. The main thing that you have to know here is that the Nidus worms got nerfed as far as their all-in potential. If Clem can scout this Nidus worm going down, it's going to be a big help to him. If this small bit of the main is unscoutable for Clem at the moment, though, and he is going for actually a lot of Hellbats, like I said, and Hellbats are okay, but they're on this side of the map, and there's only a couple of Marines. His fire production's only just begun, and this Nidus worm is going to finish. The Queen's going to pop out, and immediately throws on another one in the face of Clem. And Clem, my god, if there's ever a time to show that you're better than another player, it's going to be now. Clem's going to go ahead and immediately transform this to a Hellbat. Obviously, that's going to be the correct choice here. Stim is finished enough, so we can maybe do some fancy targeting stuff. He's going to try and focus down, cover the Queens. There's just so much health in this army. With the Queens, with the Transfuses, with the Roaches, with the armor. It's just so hard to get any leeway here. There are a lot of medevacs here to heal up these units, but another Nidus worm pops on down. I think Bly's just having fun at this point with the new Nidus worm. GG is called. It's just too much. And Bly's going to go ahead and take a game off of Clem. Now we're at 1 game 2-1. Excellent game, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I definitely do like the Nidus choice there from Bly. Now, if I were to guess why he did that, I would say that he thought there was a 3rd CC going down. But there really wasn't there? It was just Clem making a lot of Hellbats, sending them across the map, trading out his units, which is fine. I think that's fine. But if you can't recognize that while you're trading your units that you're getting all in, then you're not going to have a lot of units to defend against that all in, or have them in necessarily the right position, or have bunkers down where they need to be. Yeah, this is just a little bit too much to come back from. So Bly is going to go ahead and have the series set up 1-1. Very excited to see where they plan to take this. Next map, Clem says, is Kairos Junction. Very long map. I get the feeling Clem definitely loves his 3cc builds. Now, granted, I've seen him do 3cc one time, but hear me out. Hear me out. I think Clem, and this is just my prediction, Clem is going to really enjoy going for macro games. For macro 3cc builds where he's just constantly applying pressure to that Zerg, constantly being the playmaker. That's what I'm thinking is going to be happening. Also, guys, we reached a quick milestone here. 100 viewers watching Alpha X SC2's Pro Series Clem vs. Bly. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning on in. Making the community StarCraft scene really work. We hope you are dearly enjoying that. And, yeah, thank you guys for tuning on in. Alright, game number 3. Swagger's turn to cast game number 3. It's going to be XC vs. Bly on Kairos Junction. Ah, crap, I messed it up. I was supposed to say that for the intros, weren't I? Crap. Do I have a neuralizer? If I had a neuralizer, would it work over stream? Questions, you guys. Also, a very cute worker spread at the beginning for Bly there. Ooh. Oh. Hello? Larva! Yoo-hoo! Larvae lose! Here we go. I just wanted them to throw that down before I said anything. Spawning in the top left-hand position of Kairos Junction, representing Blazer Gaming and ladder Zergs everywhere, it is the red Zerg player, Bly. And we got some rockin' Zerg music in the background to go ahead and compliment him. And his opponent spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Kairos Junction, representing the blue Terran player and Exceed Gaming, it is Clem. And guys, Clem's gonna have a bad time. Now, the reason why is because I definitely recognize this build. Here's my prediction for what it is. Yeah, so 2 on that cast and 2 on the other, right? It's going to be a Roach Ravager bust. There we go. Roach Warren does end up going on down as well. So, what is a roach ravager, by some may ask? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. A Zerg on one base is going to make a lot of roaches, make them almost all into ravagers. It's going to get an overlord on this high ground. He has to keep it on the high ground, so if the Terran has some way to snipe that overlord, it's going to be very instrumental to the help. Raptor's going to bile down all the buildings. There's not going to be any bunkers, there's not going to be any depots, there's not going to be any reactors, and eventually the Zerg is going to storm up that ramp if you don't have anything to stop him. Now, Clem's going to go for the CC on the low ground. That is absolutely 1,000,000% of the time, 95% of the time, going to go ahead and get cancelled. So what is Terran to do against this? Well, the most successful things I've seen against this build are really, you sack the CC, you don't care that you're on one base, basically. You get your tech up on one base, you get your medevacs, you get your marauders, you get your marines. Heck, you can even go for a +1, I don't care. You just get your tech on one base, like good Terran one base tech. You hold the position at the front, and as your opponent tries to macro out of this on the other side of the map, keep in mind, he's on 14 workers in one base, going for Roach Ravager. He's not going to be able to macro out of this very easily. You drop across the map, you trade insanely well, heck, you may even kill him, and you macro back at home. That's the most successful version of defense I've seen against this build. Now, whether or not Clem has enough experience versus this build to actually practice that, and execute a very nicely timed defense, or if he has his own defense, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so he's gonna go ahead and cancel that immediately. He knows what's up, he knows what's good in the hood. He's going down bunkers, the bunkers are good for stalling. This tech lab is going to be good for getting siege tanks out. You don't, I guess you wouldn't really want cyclones, would you? I actually don't know. I want to see what Clem shows, because I don't know if you would go for tanks here or cyclones. I would guess cyclones? Yeah, cyclones, because they can't get bowed down and they can kill the Ravagers if you keep the scans on them. But the Ravagers just made it here so quickly. The bunkers have to be cancelled. They're starting to knock down the front door. This is not looking good for Clem. He has no army here. There's 4 Ravagers in his base. What do you do when there's 4 Ravagers in your base and you have 0 army? Well, I mean, I guess the first thing you do is pull your workers, lose it some to the bile. 14 workers go down before 1 Marine pops out. And I think Bly is going to be very happy with the way this game turned out. Probably going to be able to take game number 3 here. With a fair amount of ease. I mean, there's just a little bit too much air. This is one of those very quick, simple games. A case of too big, too strong, too much, too soon. Clem has, ooh, actually, whoa. Let's go on that message log, you guys. I didn't see a GG. Neither did the message log. Clem not happy about that loss at all. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. I mean, sometimes that happens. You gotta shake it off. It's fine. It's whatever. Miguel, GG's for Clem anyways, because Miguel's a good guy. Clem, immediately. Automation. Let's go. Bring it on. Now we've got bad blood between these guys, you guys. We've got some bad blood here. 116 viewers. Wow, guys. This is, I'm getting a little flustered here. I'm not used to these many people watching, but again, thank you to everyone who's tuning on in, making these events possible. It really is you guys. If I can have your attention one more time, for those of you guys who've been with us from the beginning, you're probably going to roll your eyes, but for those of you who are seeing me do this horrible screen share infinity stuff for the first time, here's what we're doing. If you see at the top of this chat over here, there's a link to a Matcherino. If you want to go ahead and help these players out, go ahead and control, copy, and paste that link into your new browser. Should be pointed to this crowdfunded prize pool, which we've already raised an additional, like, what, $7-8-ish so far already, which is amazing. Go ahead and take this code, AlphaProSeries49, log in, put that coupon code where it says coupon code, contribute. I already used it, so I can't. But basically what that does, an extra 50 cents for free. You don't have to do anything. It's just free money in the pockets of Bly and Clem. And I'm pretty sure Clem could use that money to go ahead, take a nice girl out on a date after getting Ravager rushed. So please go ahead and do that if you haven't already. We really would appreciate that. That being said, let's go ahead and get on into face game number 4. Here we go. Now, really quickly here, for all you casters out there, it's really you know, pressing Control X switches the order of this red and blue thing, so you can match it to the map. So say if someone's spawning top left, bottom right, you can do it like this. So it's like, top left, bottom right. But automation is one of those maps that it's a coin flip, honestly. I prefer it like this, since this is a little bit lower, and it's like that, and this is a little bit higher, and it's like that. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the middle left-hand position of automation, representing Blazer Gaming, currently up 2-1 in this series. It is Bly. And his opponent spawning in the toppy right-hand position of automation, representing Xseed Gaming. It is the 16-year-old professional StarCraft 2 player, the Blue Terran, Clem. Quick thank you to both of these players for agreeing to play on Alpha X's Pro Series. We used to have this series called Sonic Aftermath Pro Series. After some drama, we kind of dissolved a little bit. Not really dissolved, I would say. It was more of a rebrand and a shift in management. We kept all of our sponsors, we kept all of our players, everyone is still happy. So kudos to these guys for being able to handle the transition so smoothly. And thanks again for them for actually agreeing to play, because these are some good players and they're putting up some good games. Alright, let's see what Clem wants to do. If I'm not mistaken, this was a gas first, so we're going to be seeing a pretty fast factory if I'm not mistaken. It's going to go CC and then immediately a factory if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to be a little bit safer for Clem if he is getting all in. Right? Is it going for... Wait, another... Oh, no, I was looking down here. Okay, so... No, my bad. Never mind. Clem's gas is up here. So yeah, factory is going to go down a little bit faster, and that's going to allow him to defend against a potential Roach Ravager boss a little bit easier. It's going to be my guess. Bly? No such thing. SCV Scout, Clem a little paranoid. He says, yep, that's creep spread. We're just going to go ahead. Yeah, no quick third. Gotcha, gotcha. Aw, that's a nice little cute patrol path. That's cute. You know what I like about some players? Some players put a lot of effort into the control paths. Just for the observers. I saw one guy, I think it was Hero. He was a good guy. For the guys wondering which hero, CJ Entis hero, Root hero, that hero. He would like, sometimes when he was like, when he go to like block something, he would like patrol it in like a heart, like this. I don't know if I'm just imagining things or if like this was someone else, but he would like go down and like shift to it in like the shape of a heart. I know Stefano would do that with his overlords, and I was just like, oh, Stefano, you amazing man. So yeah. And that's just a little thing I thought I'd point out. It's whatever. Clem, meanwhile, just gonna go and go for a pretty similar build to game number 2. If I'm not mistaken, he's gonna go and make some Hellions. He does like his Hellion plays, what I'm getting. If he has to macro on up. Oh, you missed one. You missed one. Hellions. Ah, it's not even worth their time. And again, SCV is going to go ahead and get nibbled at. Something tells me that this SCV will be able to take on these Lings if they were actual life-size SCVs. And actually, Hellions do end up coming on back, so it was just an oversight by Clem. A little bit unfortunate there. Hellions get denied. They also get scouted as well. Speed also finishes up too in the meantime, so... Gotta feel for Bly a little bit there, but that's okay. And Clem gonna go for Liberators as well. So he's kind of doing this thing that some Terran players like to do. And that is more of this like layered... crunchy aggression, right? It's like this like 7 cheese nacho kind of aggression, right? Like you start off with a Hellion or with a Reaper, you put Hellions on top of that, you get Liberators to make them think of on top of that, and sometimes even after that, you throw on an Armory and even go for Hellbats and just put that on top of that. It looks like there's just going to be Hellions and Liberators for now, which... I've introduced you to my friend, the Nidus Hole. The Nidus Network. Nidus Network, not the Nidus Hole. Nobody wants to see the Nidus Hole except for things coming in and coming out of the Nidus Worm. The Nidus Hole. I mean, that's what it is. Right? Okay. Quick question here. All you Zerg mains out there, if Nidus Worms are so good, actually I think this is Bly just adapting, make it, because Clem does like to play a little bit greedily sometimes, in this series. It's kind of the vibe you've been getting from him. Nidus Worm detected. So guys, why, if things are meant to go, if Zerg units are supposed to go into this gaping hole here, why does it have teeth? Really, why? Why would something that's designed to be like a smooth exit have teeth? And look at that, like these games must be getting like scuffed up and, yeah, there we go. Clem GG's this time. I'm about to take game number 3. But really, does that look like something you want to jump in? For everyone in the chat who answered yes, please go ahead and never come back. But for all of you guys who answered no, I mean, yeah, right? Why does it have teeth? It's supposed to, like, slide down their gullet, like, nicely. Unless, like, the Nidus Worm is just, like, eating. Maybe it just, like, eats the units, like, literally eats the units that climb in. And then creates new units, and then spits them out. Then again, the other end of the Nidus Worm also has teeth, so I don't know. I don't know how that logistically is gonna work. I mean, does it, and when it eats the units back, is it like eating its... This is why I don't play Zerg. Zergs are gross. Zerg is weird, you guys. Zerg is really weird. Quick stretch here. We should be ready to rock and roll. My name. This jukebox is pretty good, you guys. Have you ever listened to the this? Which anniversary was this? This was 8th anniversary, right? 8th anniversary, the jukebox and the cake. Oh crap! It was the 8th or 9th anniversary. Not the I know it wasn't the 4th or the 5th or the 6th. I'm gonna look this up because I'm an idiot. SC2 release date. July 27th, 2010. Oh, okay. So that was the 8th anniversary. That was the 8th anniversary thing. Gotcha. Whew. Yeah. There we go. Rock and roll, guys. Let's go and introduce our player. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Cerulean Fall. Representing Blazer, it is the red Zerg player. He is Bly. Currently up 3 games to 1. And his opponent spawning in the top right-hand position of Cerulean Fall. Representing Xseed Gaming, it is a blue term player, Clem. Now call me crazy, but I think Bly's gonna macro this game. He's gotten 3 wins for out of cheesing. And it seems to me that, I don't know, was he too shook? I don't think he's like too shook from game number 1 to not want to play a macro game. You know, I mean, because, you know, sometimes you open with BC, sometimes you defend it perfectly, and sometimes you still get out macroed. And that sucks. That sucks. But, you know, everyone has those games. I don't think Bly necessarily wants to go for aggression this whole series just because he lost 1 macro game in the beginning. You know, give it one more shot, I would say. You know, Bly and Clem, I think, are very close in terms of skill level, so I don't see why he wouldn't at least try to go for it, especially on Cerulean Fall. Which, actually, looking at it, not the worst map for Zerg. There are a lot of avenues of attack, a wide arc of map that you have to defend against Terran. For example, if you go up to 5 bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have a lot of potential attack avenues for the Terran. The plus side of this is that since Cerulean Fall is such a large map, your drones can, or rather your creep spread can generally get pretty good, especially if you go for a queen heavy style. So gonna have to see if that's what Bly wants to do. I would love to see that sort of game. You know, go up to 3 bases, get your creep really getting out there, make a lot of queens. I think Bly's trying to mind games Clem here, taking that 3rd base in an unconventional location. Clem needs more information though. He's gonna go into the main base. He sees the timing on the pool and the gas. If he was really keen, he could have clicked on the gas and seen that, you know, there's only 100 gotten so far. And the Segoy cancel. Oh my god, the mind games are so Oh, did Clem see that? Oh, did Clem see the cancel? No, he didn't see the cancel. SCP was he couldn't see that. Wait, what? Why did it show? Oh no, he didn't even look. Okay, so he only saw the extractor. That's the reason. So Clem is playing it very safe. Obviously, so he's gonna go for a Cyclone here. Which Cyclone's not very good. Not really the unit you want to be making in the mid game against Zerg. So a little bit of a win there for Bly. And mind game seems to be paying off. I always love it when players try to fool other players. I think that it's not done often enough in StarCraft. I mean, you know, you see it sometimes, but it's not really something people focus on. Like when you start the game off, you have these ideas in your head of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make the Church War, and then when they scout it, I'm gonna cancel it, and then they'll be fooled. But you know, in practice, we almost never see that happen. So getting to see that happen right now is definitely very much of a treat, and we can see it has some actual effects on this game. Clem is making that bunker, he's making Marines, he's making a Cyclone, he's playing scared. The Reaper got in, he did scout out that there probably wasn't that much to worry about. I mean, he saw the 3rd, he saw that there wasn't that many army units out, so, you know, Clem probably thinking, I done got myself Shanghaied. Not Shanghaied, I got myself bamboozled, gotta go ahead and run back home and macro out of this. And it looks as though that is what both players want to do. Now, is Bly going for the queen heavy style? He's making another queen, I think at his main base? Yeah, another queen going down over there. And yeah, actually, he already has like, what, 3 queens? He's gonna have a 4th one actually here pretty soon, so I'd love to see a couple more queens. Just get that creep spread, look at this. Creep tumors on every avenue of expansion for creep. He has creep going this way, creep going this way, And this tumor here is going to have creep going this way. I would love to see a tumor over here, get some vision over here. This seems to be a popular spot for trainers to drop and stim in. But it's not a big deal. Clem, meanwhile, going to go again for that high-tech aggression. Not going to go for that big old marine cluster. Just going to go ahead and go for Banshee, Tank, just Cloak Banshee, I guess. Not Banshee Tank, that's not a thing. Right? No, that's not a thing. Alright. Oh, gotta be careful not to scout out that, that Banshee. Clem is gonna have enough units here to make sure that CC doesn't get cancelled. A little bit of a delay in the supply depot, who cares? Not really anybody. And the Banshee is gonna make her way across the map. Black side of the map, there really isn't any spores. Okay, now there's spores coming on down. And I wonder, is that just from scouting? No, he didn't scout it at all. I guess it's just standard Banshee timing to defend against a... Or I guess that's just a spore timing to defend against the Banshee Cloak. And Banshee gets in there before Cloak is even finished, so a little bit of unfortunate stuff there for our friend Clem. I doubt he's going to find any damage here. And with this high-tech aggression, it's pretty hit or miss. I guess they never miss. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's definitely, if you can't get any damage with it, it's a lot worse than if you were to go for bio aggression. Let's say you're going for 2-1-1, you still got 2 medevac full of marines, those units have equity in the mid to late game. 1 Cloak Banshee, not really going to do much for you. Not really going to be your best friend in the upcoming minutes of the game. So I would say a very unfortunate opening there for Clem. Really hasn't been able to find much damage anywhere. Still decides to push on out. A little bit wary of this. The creep spread hasn't been contested, so Bri's going to be seeing this pretty soon. Clem's going to have to fight on creep as well. And Clem, I wouldn't blame him if he just goes back home right now. He didn't find any damage. Bly, again, look at this. Is Swagger the best caster on the NA server or what? Oh my god, he is going for that Queen Heavy style. I am the best. I am amazing. Let's not get too caught up in our own face just yet. And probably this Queen Heavy style, it's not just a response to the Banshee, it's an actual stylistic choice. Look at this insane worker count. Only 1 worker is going for 62, it's making 9 more. This is kind of what, I don't want to say it's what Snoot does, but this is what it reminds me of. I know that other people do this too, but Snoot, you know, he's a guy who goes up to like, what, like a million queens, makes a million drones, defends with only his queens. It was definitely very popular during the 2-1-1 period to do something like this. Until people figured out that going for +1 armor was a little bit more reliable. Bly, a lot of energy on these queens. I guess he's just playing it a little bit safe. He's going to throw down that Spire and that Roach Warren. Not too certain what that's all about. Is the Spire for Mutas? And if so, why get the Roach Warren? Roach, Ravager, Muta? That would be pretty odd. Oh, I'm an idiot. He's going for mech. Ah, okay. And he scouted, and he totally scouted it out. Alright, lots of stuff happening here. Let's see if we can keep up. Bly's gonna go ahead and see the Banshee, see the Hellions. So good on Bly, recognizing that it is bio, or rather it is mech. Is he gonna go to a hive? Is that why he's throwing down the Spire? I don't see a hive in production though. Clem, ooh, actually that's some good macro here to spend all of this money. Creep spread looking fantastic. Hellions, don't really like that, so he's gonna go ahead and kill the crap out of some tumors, can't blame him. And yeah, now is really the time that tests Bly's ability to do multiple things at once. What is the APM on this guy looking like right now? Sitting at around 263. Control V EPM. It doesn't matter. He's playing fast. Guy's playing wicked fast. Has to like spread out his creep tumors. I mean, Clem is just like. It's funny. Clem is at like 500 APM, but he's like doing nothing. And then like Bly's just sitting at like 200, and he has to inject, he has to like make creep tumors, he's got to spread them, he's got to make army, he's got to rally everything, he's got to keep an eye on the map, he's got to be active. I'm just like meh. So I think that's pretty funny. Anyways, Clem's gonna go ahead and find this 5th base location. Very interesting placement. Not going on this base over here or this base. I can understand not wanting to take this base. Fine, we can go and see some Hellbats die before I talk about bases. There we go. There she goes. Alright. Big counterattack on the top left-hand side as well. I can understand not wanting to take this base because of the high ground abuse. This base doesn't really have that much of the same problem. Because, you know, you can flank from the high ground over here. But I guess he just... And this has high ground problems too. Very interesting base here that he's taking, I guess. It's more natural to his creep spread, I guess, too. So I can definitely see why Blair would want to take that base. Clem, super turtle mech here. Just getting tanks, getting cyclones, funnily enough. And again, Cyclones. Are Cyclones really the way that Terran Mech against Zerg wants to go right now? I will personally vouch that Terran Cyclones are amazing in Protoss if you're meching against them. But I'm not convinced that Cyclones are the way to go against Zerg. I mean, Zerg can just get on top of your units so easily, so efficiently, so quickly, and you're just gonna lose everything. You're gonna lock on the Lings, you know, and stuff like that. Like, if these were tanks, let's say instead of, let's say instead of 12 Cyclones, he had an additional 9 tanks, so 12 tanks here. Would you rather have the 12 tanks? I would honestly rather have the 12 tanks, as well as the handful of Hellbats that go along with it. I mean, again, like, I'm not too sure about this style, but I think Clem can make it work. I mean, if the Zerg never really gets on top of the Terran army, let's say Zerg goes for, like, late game, Broodlords, Corruptors, right? Then those Lock-ons could actually be pretty devastating. But I think if this, like, Bly just keeps a group of Lings and Banes on the ground, some Roaches to, like, push those units away, I don't think those Cyclones are ever really going to find much value. If controlled properly from Bly. This tank over here is going to do some major damage to these tanks. No, they're not. It's going to do some major damage to these Lings. +1 Carapace? Actually, no, not even +1 Carapace. No Carapace upgrades for Bly as of now. And that makes sense. There's not really too much Carapace helps you against with mech. 12 STV is actually going down, so good counterattack from Bly. And this game looks a lot better for Bly from a macro standpoint. His creep is at the 3rd base of Clem. His creep is actually just all over the place, as a matter of fact. He's getting his Broodlords out at the 11-minute mark. He's got 10 of them in production. I mean, this push, I don't expect it to be doing all that much. And look, these Lings and Banes on the ground, well, these Banes and Roaches and Infestors on the ground, definitely going to have a lot of tools available to them to be able to deny the value from these units. Now, unfortunately, I do think that Bly has to give up the space. Broodlords aren't quite here just yet. No Corruptors as well, so it has to be very careful. But does get a good fungal down. The Broodlord's not going to go ahead and start to rain fire from above. But some Lock-ons actually going on down on these Broodlords. Has to be very careful about these. Can these survive? The Strength Fuses are good. And again, the Cyclones can't move forward. They have to get pushed on back by these Broodlords. And meanwhile, the Hellbats are going to clean up the Lings on the other side of the map, but not before 13 more drones end up going on down. And this has been a fantastic hold from Bly, absolutely dominating Clem in game number 5. Clem on the run now. Oh my god, I don't know, you guys. I'm just not a super big fan of the Cyclone style. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think it's you know, Zerg has so many options to get on top of your army to lock it down. They don't really struggle with the same problems that Protoss has. But again, I can see why he's making them, but it's just not working out this game. The Zerg is in his natural, or rather in his 3rd base. There's nothing against these Broodlords except for 2 Vikings. Funnily enough, 2 Queens will be able to go ahead and defend these. Biles going down as well. Transfuses for days. And this Orbital Command is going to go ahead and probably end up falling down to the Biles. Clem says, that's enough for me. GG is called. And guys, Bly is put on match point. No, that's not right. That is not right. That is right. Bly is put on match point against Clem. Remember, it's a best of 9, so the first person to get 5 wins will go ahead and take the series. 2 maps left, Port Alexander and Stasis. Let's see. If I'm Clem, I would... Okay, well, never mind. He picks Port. I would say, you know, I could see Stasis happening. There are some, you know, pretty cheesy siege tank things you can be doing. On Stasis, it's a very short map. You can be very aggressive on it. A lot of chokes, so if you go for like Siege Tank Marines, they can work very well. So, stylistically, so far, we've been seeing Clem open up with these high-tech Terran aggressions. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Most of the times they do okay. And then he transitions into mech afterwards. And that's weird, because Clem has that young person speed in him, right? He's not like me at 19 years old where my joints hurt. And like I'm like this close away from Medicaid, right? You know, I can feel the weather coming in my knees. You know, Clem's not like that right now. He's got that young person speed. So, I mean, I will have to see him try out bio. I don't know. I think he tried bio on not an acid plant. What's it called? Parasite. He tried to go bio on Parasite, but he died before he could get there. I mean, I would like to see Clem just open 2-on-1, get his, you know, upgrades up and running, get that stim, best be active on the map as soon as the game starts. you know, with that Reaper, then get into that, you know, stim Marine drop at around the 5-minute 20-second mark. I would love to see that from Clem. I think that, you know, Bly has shown that he's more than capable of defending against not only taking games from Clem in the early game, but out-macroing him in the later stages of the game. But I don't know. I think that may just be a pipe dream for now. Anyway, let's go ahead and introduce our player. Spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Port Alexander. With a K7X, so you know it's Russian. Representing Blazer Gaming, it is the one and only Red Zerg player, Bly. Who is this close to winning? Actually, let's see. What's the prize pool sitting at right now? The prize pool is sitting at 68 smackaroos, which means that Bly will be getting 5440 if he wins this match. And his opponent spawning mostly in the middle portion of the map. Representing Xseed Gaming, it is a blue team player, Clem. Who's decided that, you know what? I think? Macros for chumps anyways. Probably he had that same voice crack I had too. You know what I think? I think macros for losers. And he's gonna go ahead and go for a 3 proxy 3 racks. Oh boy. Now this is a classic staple build among Terrans everywhere. If they just want to quickly dunk on somebody and see if they can get a free win out of it. Drone is gonna go ahead and scout that it is going to be actually, it is what it thinks he is, basically. Can he get this drone out? Yes, he does, so that means he'll be able to throw down a hatchery over here. That's actually going to be amazing news for him. At least that's what I think he wants to do with this drone. Maybe he just wants to keep it alive. Nah, he's going to get a base over there, which is very good for Bly. That's actually a huge 007 move for Bly to be able to sneak that drone out. Meanwhile, Clem, how much is he going to commit to this proxy rack split, though? I know this was all the rage for a couple of months back over in Korea and the GSL and stuff. And the cool part about this is that, you know, even if it doesn't do too much damage, you're still pretty much fine back at home, right? Yeah, back at home he's walling on off. Now, it's no factory just yet, just not getting his gases is Clem. He wanted to commit a little bit more to this build, that's okay. I can understand that. I mean, maybe he can even take this into the main. One spine is going to go down for Bly. I do respect that decision. I mean, you never know whether he's going to keep on making his Marines, or there's going to want to just, like, jump. Ooh, there's some spicy micro. He unloaded the Marines so the Danger Marine can get in, and then he unloaded them back in. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you never know if he's going to keep on making Marines and just push his way up this ramp. And if that's the case, the Spine Crawler is going to be a gift from the gods. Now, static defense takes a long time to build. He has to go and pull drones. This has to be protected. This spine has to not fall down. And he's doing a good job of stalling so far. Queen's taking some shots. No armor on the spine, though. It is going to go ahead and get targeted on down, but it does end up finishing. Is there a transfuse for it? No, there's not. And now there's 2 armor on this noodle of death. This sharpened Italian mobster whip, and it's just gonna... again, if he has a transfuse, I would be more happy about his position. Needs to fight with that spine, though. There he goes. There he goes. A lot better. Bly is still not going for that 3rd CC. Rather for that natural base. Just pick up a decent amount of drones here. And yeah, definitely, I bet Bly is definitely thinking his lucky stars that he did get that, noodle. Noodle. Can I say noodle properly, please? Bly, gonna go ahead. More fun in a layer, because why in the Mary Dickens Poppins of Poppins Dickens wouldn't you? And I think we may be seeing him take his 3rd win and actually win in the series, consequently, from Clem. Using a Nidus network. Now this bunker is probably gonna go ahead and get salvaged. No big surprise there. There we go. Upsy daisy. Bunker's not gonna last too much longer against the corrosive bowels. I would honestly start salvaging right now if I were Clem. But yeah. There we go. It's gonna go ahead and pop on out. See if he can trade out these Marines for a Ravager. Not gonna happen. Bly to go Sue for you, and he is going to clean up all of the Marines. Now that is a little bit of a problem. If Clem just ran back when he got that natural base, in fact, if he just ran back after he poked up the ramp so I couldn't do anything, he would have like what, 8, 9, 10 Marines back at home. He could throw down a bunker, he'd be kind of safe. Now he has nothing. Now don't get me wrong, nothing's a lot better than absolutely nothing. But again, there's going to be the Nidus Worm, the butthole with teeth, and it is probably going to kill the absolute crap out of Clem. Now, Cyclones do a lot of damage, but they can do a lot of damage in Are they attacking this? No, okay. They do a lot of damage unless they're off cooldown, in which case they do no damage at all. So definitely with the build that's as fast paced as the Nidus build, I don't feel like though Clem's gonna have a good chance to go ahead and defend this. He sees it now. I would be feeling so sad if I were Clem. Is he gonna get it killed? Actually, he may just be able to transfuse this maybe. You can definitely kill it, but problem is you can just throw down another one. Definitely doesn't even get killing it actually. 8 SCVs already going on down. Can Clem defend? It's probably a no. But if Bly drags his feet, he may be able to win in the long run. I would say definitely Clem's army eventually kills all of this if microed well enough. Especially if a Mag Field Accelerator, that's what it's called. If Mag Field Accelerator finishes, yeah, if you can't get on top of these Cyclones, they will kill all of your crap. I promise you, that is something that will happen. 17 workers had to lose their lives, but this is okay from Clem so far. It's fine, it's okay. You can afford these losses, you just gotta not die, and he's doing a great job of not that. Does lose a Cyclone, that's fine. No one's perfect. I mean, still producing, getting that production up and going. However, the ring reinforcement is going to be pretty brutal. No speed on the Zings though, so it should be pretty easy to kite. And actually, Cyclones do two-shot these Lings, and if they get repaired, I don't think that the Cyclones are going to go down. We may be seeing a more interesting game number 6 than just Bly dunking Clem with Nidus Worm for the 90 millionth time in a row. Which is definitely very fun. He has to show off his macro right now, though. It's winnable. It's definitely winnable. Bly is still committing. He's still on one base. He's just making pure Roach Ravager. If Clem just doesn't have the money, though. He lost so many SCVs. He can't start up another Cyclone. It's gonna lock on. Can't lose vision. Has to keep that mac. He lost it, though. He lost the lock on. That's okay. Move back. Regroup. It's okay. You're gonna take some losses. You're gonna make some mistakes. Just don't lose these Cyclones. These Cyclones are your lifelines. They're your lifeblood. He has to spend all of his money in repairing these Cyclones, making more SCVs. He got the lock on. He can take the damage. He just has to let that Ravager get away. That's a little unfortunate. He can go ahead and pick it off though, right? Actually, no, the Ravager's getting right on top of these Cyclones. Very just barely staying out of range. Good job on these Cyclones. Such good micro from Clem. He's doing it. Oh my god, this is so close. He's gonna take out the Ravagers though, and I think with that, the push from Bly has been severely crippled. It's not over. It's definitely not over yet. Oh, that's cute. So cute. Anyways, Clem can definitely do some damage with these Cyclones. It seemed as though this entire series he wanted to do Cyclone-based strategies, Cyclone-based stuff, and finally it shows us as to why. His Cyclone macro is phenomenal. Lock-on is back on for both of these bad boys. A lot of roaches here popped out though. The production of Clem hasn't been able to keep up with it so far. No lock on just yet. He's gonna lock it. Lock on. There he goes. Gets the no. Doesn't get the lock on. Okay, now he gets it. 2 roaches should go down if controlled correctly. SCVs unfortunately have to body block again. More roaches coming out though. I think it just may be a case of too much, too soon, and Bly has been able to out macro Clem. Clem down to 1 worker, 1 marine again. This is just a little bit too much for Clem to handle. Maybe if he ran those Marines back at the beginning, he would have had a chance, but it's null for naught. GG is called, and ladies and gentlemen, Bly is going to be your... Nope. Bly is going to be your victor of this best of 9, taking it over Clem 1-5. Honestly, at the beginning of the series, I would have been not shocked at all if it went the other way. Clem showed amazing dominance that first game. Amazing, but Bly, deep breath, adjusted to Clem, put some very well executed aggression onto him, and Clem just couldn't keep it up. Thanks for showing me. Sorry so fast. No problem at all. Games were great. Thanks for having us. Thanks for playing. We hope to see you guys again very soon. Very soon. Bly is such a good guy. Look at those hearts. He gave me hearts in chat. I'm gonna give him hearts back. I'm gonna push it and add him as a friend. Or does that come off as desperate? That probably comes off as desperate. That's okay. Nah, Bly's my friend. Woo! Alright. Okay, so I got something out of this. Anyways, that's gonna be it for us, you guys. Whew. Wow. That was good stuff. I don't know what happened in chat here. Xenodepka saying something about... was that... taking what I'm saying and applying it to teleportation. But yeah, guys, honestly, thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Really, the only reason we're able to do these things is because of all 105 of you. So, big thank you to you guys. If you guys are interested in me, my name is Swagar. I'm a caster for Alpha X. You can go ahead and just keep that in mind. You don't have to do anything. Just Thought you know who I am. Get my 15 minutes of fame over here. And yeah, I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed casting it. I thought it was a blast. Hopefully we're going to see Clem come back here pretty soon. Clem and Bly, again, two people we see a lot in the Pro Series, so I don't know, we'll see them again sometime soon. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Really means the world to us here at Alpha X. And you guys have a good one. Mwah. Bye-bye. Hopefully we're going to see Clem come back here pretty soon. Clem and Bly, again, two people we see a lot in the Pro Series, so I don't know, we'll see them again sometime soon. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Really means the world to us here at Alpha X. And